Bastian. She is an international master educator and celebrity makeup artist. She has been a teacher in the industry for more than 30 years and currently is the featured educator of the Sandals and Beaches Resorts. Ms. Bastian has experience working on television, movie sets, and a variety, and takes 10 plus years off your age. Please help me welcome to the podium Ms.
Nothing that
Buntricia.
you don't own or can't do. So it's actually quite that simple. The next thing what you want to do is get a smaller brush, what we call a contour brush. And all it is just a brush that is smaller because you're trying to work in areas that are smaller. So where you want to do the same dark color powder, you want to go against the sides of the nose. On purpose, I want you to see it so it's nice and dark. What you're going to do, whenever you're trying to contour the nose, you can't contour the nose and go into the crease of the eye. So when you contour, you have to make sure you take the contour here and take it up into nowhere but the eyebrows. So the brows are dark, so you could take the contour from the side of the nose straight into the brows. Now you don't ever want to go straight up and down. Anytime you want to make a woman look like a man, hard, you use straight lines and corners. Anytime you want to make her look younger and softer, you have to use curves and half circles. So anytime you make a straight line, you're making her look masculine. Anytime you want to take yours away, you have to use curves and corners. So you have to soften. So you have to go in this direction. So everything is always this way. It's like buffing. Circles, never ever straight across. That's why if you see the rapper Lil' Kim or anybody that's like that with that hard line, that's because the lines are too straight. So you're going to take the color and you take it up into the eyebrows. Now, if you had done both sides, I'll do the other side so you can see what it automatically does. It focuses the attention onto the center. Now, you don't want to make here the whole area lighter because all you're going to do is just elongate or make her nose longer. So what you're going to do, you're just going to darken just the tip of it because you want the focus to be right in here. You want people to look here. And when they look at your eyes, you want them to look at you and look away. Now, what is one of the most important things on a woman's face are her brows. The reason why the brows are so important, the brows are like a frame around a photograph. If you have a picture, and if you want people to look at the picture, you have to frame it because you're telling the brain, look here instead of looking everywhere. The eyes are very lazy by nature. Once you make the eyes look everywhere, it gets lazy and stop looking. So what you have to do, you have to train the eyes to look where you want. So what you have to do, you have to focus the attention. Now, brows are the most instantaneous way a woman can look younger. What happened? Gravity works against us. So as you get older, what you're going to have to do, unfortunately, everything goes this way. So as you get older, you have to then remove the corners of your brows. So that's why when you tattoo them on when you're younger, not such a good idea. Because as time goes, everything starts coming this way. Now what happened, if you remove the corners, you instantly, what it does, it's almost like you give her a facelift. So you actually lift in. So what you do, you take the corners off and you line the brows up and you line the brows away. This way it instantly does this. So it instantly gives you a lift. Now, if you want this youngness to continue as you do your color, when you place eyeshadows, eyeshadows have to be done the same direction. Your darkest color should go first. So if you're putting on eyeshadow, if I had a whole lot of time, I would show you all of that. But with eyeshadow, you have to place the darkest color first, and you have to put it in this direction. But let me do her brows first, so I'll show you what happened with the brows. Now, when you're doing the brows, you know this whole time I ain't got no glasses on. How come somebody didn't tell me my glasses was right here? That was your job. See, young folks are supposed to pay attention to these things. Oh my goodness, all this time I messed you up. I'm only kidding. All right. Now, this is the trick. Whenever you're using a brow pencil, don't ever use the points of the pencil. Even when you're using a lip pencil, always use your pencils from the corner, the sides of the pencil. What happens is when you use the point of the pencil, the line is too hard. When you use the sides of the pencil, the lines are a lot softer, so they look more natural. So if you just do this and use the points of your pencil, you're always going to hate the line, even when you do your lip liners. So you should make sure you use the sides of your pencil. So when you're going to give somebody some brows, like in these areas here where she needs filling up, use the sides and do nice, quick, short strokes. You don't have to take the liner all the way across because that area doesn't need anything. If it's not broken, do not try to fix it. So don't line her where she don't need a liner. Only concentrate on the things you need to fix. So what you're doing is that you're taking this and you just making this a little bit more defined. So what you're doing is that you're giving her brows, but the brows look more natural than if you actually went ahead and kind of like give her that nice hard brows. Won't work. So this is what I want you to concentrate on, because it doesn't matter what you do if the foundation of the work is not done properly. So it don't matter how pretty you make her eyes, if you take her foundation downward, you're pulling her down. Another thing is that if the lady is a little older and she's fighting against gravity, you can't take her eyeshadow straight across her lid. So what you're doing, if the eyeshadow starts here, follow my hands, and you take the eyeshadow straight across the lid, where's the eyeshadow ending? Downward. So what you're actually doing, you're actually pulling her down. So when you put the shadow, and with all of this excitement, guess what we didn't bring up here? We didn't bring no shadow. But I'm going to show you with the powders anyway what to do. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take a brush. Now, this is the one time you use a sponge. If the sponge is attached to one of these things. You know what these are for? You ever have criers? Every time you touch somebody, all of a sudden, they start to tear. Your work won't mess up. All you have to do is use this and absorb the tears. And then like Christina here crying on me, then it won't mess up the rest of your work. That's what you use sponges for. Now we're going to take a shadow brush, and I'm going to show you the direction that you need to go. The first thing is that when you decide to use it, I'm going to use this darker color. Close. Now, if you're doing makeup, you can't put your fingers anymore, but you could put your fingers in the powder. Once I do this, don't worry, I can brush it away, but I'm not transferring oil. You lift and you press and place. You start right here in the center of the pupil, and then what you do is take the shadow up and you take the shadow away. Just like that. I want you to pay attention. See where it is? Notice I didn't go down. I went here, center, up and away. Automatically, what direction your eyes start to look? Up. So if you're going up, you have to keep, even when you're doing your shadows, you have to follow the same routine. The moment you start doing this, you start erasing what you have done. I'm going to put this on the other side so you can see. If I start here, and then all of a sudden I'm coming down here, what happened is that now you start to look across and down instead of looking up and away. Those are the little things, and it seems like those are the things that when you see printed work, you see what, wow, she looks so much younger here. It's not product, it's technique. Because you can do this no matter what product you use. See, I know a lot of people love to tell you to run out and buy things. Sometimes you guys have so much crap already. If we all put it together in here, we could feed a nation. You already have all this stuff. All you have to do, you got to get back to basics. Get back to what? Don't buy a lot of stuff because it's out and it's new. Get back to what worked. You know what worked? some regular cream foundation, or nowadays you could get some liquid that cover, and some powder. You can't put foundation on and don't set it with powder. If you don't set foundation, it's going to come off. If you set it, no matter what you do, see, nothing. You have to find a way. Get back to basics. If you're only doing one service, that one customer, you have to wait till she comes. If you're doing multiple things, I'm Jamaican. I got 40 jobs. Used to. Now I don't even do anything anymore. I'm so good at doing nothing. I am the master of nothing. I can't tell you the last time I did a whole face. If I had to do a whole face, I'd break out in cold sweat. I'm just saying, get back to basics. You have the license to do brows. You have your aesthetics license, your cosmetology license. You're licensed to do it. Why are you not doing it? Instead, they go to the Asian shops and they're supposed to do nails and feet, and they're doing, you know how much money they make on brows each year on waxing? Over $100,000. And they get fined each time because they're not supposed to do it, but they pay the fine. The fine is $500. And in some cases, $5,000. So I'll pay a $5,000 fine to make $100,000. Do the math. Why are you guys not doing it? Why are you not doing makeup? Why? 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 Can somebody give me a good reason why? And I'm rich. And I do stuff. I'm just saying. But then what do I know? A lot of you have been in this industry for so long. For years and years and years and years. And you're kind of getting bored. So how about now you teach? Not in the cosmetology school. They want to pay you $10 an hour. That's an insult. That's an insult. But look at all you know. Why are you not teaching? You know, in order to become independently wealthy in this country, you have to either be selling something or teaching something. My classes are $3,000 a person. I only take 10 people. I teach them in my home. I only have time to teach about 3 classes a year, and that's all I do. I just came from overseas. I'm so jet lagged, I don't even know where I am. The good thing I'm on the same time zone, because guess where I live? I live in Vegas. What happens there happens at my house. I'm just saying, but then what do I know? I travel all over the world to work, and everybody have the same problem. You guys, you top out. You need to, for everything you know, there's things that you forgot already that these young people don't know. Charge them to teach them. Because if you teach them for free, they won't appreciate it. I'm just saying, free denotes no value. I'm just saying, but what do I know? I'm just saying, but what do I know? My day rate to work is $8,000. And it's just to talk. I'm just saying. But what do I know? If you want to learn to teach, I'll teach you. I will help you. Pen and paper, I'm going to give you my phone number. So if you didn't come with a pen, you didn't come for business. Pen and paper. My name is spelled B as in boy, U-N-T-R-I-C-I-A. My name is Buntricia because my mother is Patricia and my father is Bunny. They totally forgot that I had to go to school. It's now actually chic to be named Buntricia, but it wasn't growing up in the island of Jamaica 50-something years ago. My phone number is a Florida number, even though I live in Vegas. So when you call me, if you live on the East Coast, don't forget I live in Vegas. Don't call me at 5 o'clock in the morning and wonder why I sound angry when I answer my phone. It's 954-887-8255. 954-871-4086. That's 954-871-4086. I don't care what the question is, whether it's aesthetics, cosmetology, brows, extensions, I don't care what it is. I've been a director at Paul Mitchell Schools, Dudley Beauty Colleges. I've written curriculum, so most of these schools that you go to, I write what you learn. So the little black gal's a little smart. I'm just saying, don't be afraid to ask the question. If I don't know the answer, it will only take me maximum 4 phone calls to find the answer for you. And I won't tell you no nonsense. I'll tell you the truth. Too many people lie to you guys already. So if you really, 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 really want to get to the next level, ask me. I'll tell you. I'm going to be honest. But what I want to point out to you, that it's not product, it's technique. Look how nice and even and smooth she look over here. This is what her mama gave her. This is what I gave her. See, so it's not what you're born with. See, that's a great thing about America. It's not what you're born with, it's what you can buy. You could buy anything you want. Smooth, even, flawless skin. The bad lady is coming up. See her? She's inching around the corner. I have 2 minutes and 29 seconds
and I'm giving
left.
all of it
So
to
you give
you.
me all of it. So lean back. So if y'all want, I could pack up and go. Any questions real quickly?
Would you repeat the question, Buntricia?
If you what? Okay, this is the key. Close your eyes. You put the darker color here first. Now the color that you would put closest to her nose should be a color that's almost like her skin tone. And underneath her brows, never, ever, 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 never, ever, never use a pearlized color. Under the brow should be matte, as close to her skin, almost looking naked. And it will be flawless and beautiful. You could put purple here, green. I don't care if you put pink star, yellow moon, purple clover, orange star. I don't care what you put out here. Closest to her nose and under her brows. Here could be pearlized, but it has to be close to skin, and underneath the brows should be matte and clean. Clean always sell. You don't see nothing crazy on no cover of no magazine. I'm just saying, but what do I know? Any other question? You don't need my email. I gave you something better than that. I gave you my phone number. See, that's the thing with you young folk. Don't text me. Don't email me. I gave you my what?
Phone number.
Thank you. I gave you my phone number. I'm old school. I talk to people because people ask me all the time, how can I work with you? One reason, I gotta like you. Because everything else I could teach you, but I gotta like you. If I like you, I'll teach you anything. If I don't like you, I don't care what you got, I don't want it. And that's what success is. Success has nothing to do with skill. It's an 80-20 split. It's 80% communication and 20% skill. So you don't even have to be good to be successful. But people have to like you. They have to feel you're listening and you can communicate with them. And you can't do that through an email. I'm just saying, well, what do I know?